It's the next day and we're picking up tiling again. Jonah just spent the last 45 minutes to an hour cutting the tiles that we need over here. Battery died, sorry about that. So I put 2 of the tiles down and now Jonah is doing some of the other ones. But here are some of the other cut ones that he did. So we're gonna fill in there and fill in over here before we start going this direction towards the little toilet room.
Hunter, why are you here?
What are you doing? Huh? You're supposed to be out. Jonah knocked off some of the lashes so that we had a usable space to work in. But Hunter, you need to be out of the bathroom. Go. Go boy.
Start putting Vincent over there.
Will do.
All right, the tile is set and it's now time to remove all the lashes and spacers so that I can prep for grout. Once I'm done with the lashes and the spacers, I will go through with my grout knife and remove any thin set that's squeezed up in between the tiles, and then we'll be ready for grout. All right, all the grout lines in the tile are cleaned out and I am ready to start grouting. Last thing I'm going to do before I start is to vacuum one more time, pick up all of the dust that I generated from scraping the grout lines, and then I'll be ready to go. All right, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I built a surround to this fireplace, and when I did that, I made an error, actually committed a code violation. So I am going to fix that today. By the time you see this video, this will have been fixed for a while, but I do need to put this out there because I did commit a code violation and I'm fixing it. So here we go, I'll show you what I did. Okay, I added that lower piece of framing that you can see in the video, and that framing is too close to the top of the fireplace. So I'm just going to remove that, and then we should be good. So my plan is to use a Sawzall to cut through the nails that hold that framing to the existing framing that was there as part of the original build, and then see if I can just use a crowbar to pull the 2x4s off of the screws that anchor the cement board to that piece of framing. We'll see. I might have to do something else. Can you fit between those two studs? Take your hat off.
If I can, what do you need?
Okay, see how that board is, I got it off on this side?
Yeah?
On the other side, it's connected to this board by a little 2x4. And there's just two nails, just like this, holding it in on the top.
Okay. Do you need me to bang it out?
No, if you can get over there, you just use this to cut the nails.
I don't think I can. I can fit between, but...
Okay. So I think the best way to try this would be to get 1 foot over, and then get your head through, and then your chest through. And if we need to,
This better go on YouTube.
All right, now I'll close it up. No! And Drew is never seen from again.
Oh, if anybody turns this on, I'm about to be toast.
No, you're fine.
Oh yeah.
I turned the gas off.
I'm just trying to get my foot up so I can turn and get my foot through.
Okay.
I cannot believe it.
I can.
Wow.
Did good, Drew.
Is it like glued?
No. It's screwed to the front wall. There, that looked like it came.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
It's out. I am itchy,
Yeah.
but I did it, and I'm happy.
Watch your head.
Success! Alright. There's so much dust in here.
Yeah.
Like,
I just need the wood shavings and the combustible pieces off of the top. That's it. Okay, so as you can see, I now no longer have any combustible material that is below the required cross member mark, and so we should be good. Thank Thankfully Drew was able to fit through here because I could not. All right, here's the board that I had dropped down underneath the lowest allowable cross member. It's actually fine. It's not singed or anything, but we're now up to code, and that's really what's important. So we'll just get rid of that. All right, today should be the last day that I need to work in the master bathroom before it's completely done. We got the tiles installed. Battery ran out on the camera, I didn't want to stop, so I just didn't film it. But I'll show you the tiles here in a second. Today is grouting the tile we put on the tub surround. We got this pretty cool tile that has some dimension to it. Each of those triangles actually extrudes a little bit to kind of see it better, I think, looking at a side angle. But they really change the way that they look based on how the light hits them. And then this whole side is a removable access panel. So I'm going to install handles here in the grout line so that you can remove the panel in case you ever need to work on the plumbing, or if you want to, somebody wants to change out the fixtures. So yeah, I'm going to grout everything up today, and it's just cleanup. But other than that, the rest of the bathroom is pretty much done. Got the lights, the mirrors, the vanities, and then behind me, the shower that I built. And we also just finished in here, put in the wood floors. We also went through all of our stuff and got rid of all the things that we no longer use, and are staging to sell the house. All right, I want to talk about this faucet really quick because I think it's super cool. So I replaced the standard faucet with this. This is now the hot and cold. So turns that way for hot and cold. Turn it on by pulling up and get the waterfall. Or vessel, I don't know, no, it's not vessel. Whatever type of faucet, I don't know what this is called. I think it's cool. What's really cool about it is when you turn this, you now have a hand shower you can use for cleaning the tub, or use it while you're in the tub. And then additionally, when that's off, this swivels 360 degrees. So, as I need some water in this bucket in order to do the grout, I don't have to lift the bucket into the tub and then lift the heavy bucket out. I can just swivel that and turn it on. Which I think is super cool.
Thank you for watching today's video. If you would like to support us, please subscribe to our channel and like this video.